What's up, you guys? Welcome back to another season of Too Many Opinions podcast. This is Sarah.
This is Jeannie. Season 5.
Season 5. We're here. Jeannie, you like how you look before we do that? You see how you're cut off a little bit? You think you need a scooch? Better?
Yeah. Yep, that's good.
Good?
Yep.
Okay. What's up, you guys? Welcome back to another season of Too Many Opinions podcast. This is Sarah.
This is Jeannie. Season 5, guys. Season 5. I'm
so
like 10.
excited.
No, not season 10. Season 5.
5.
Season 5. Look at your nails, girl.
We just did them right before we started. Stop playing with me.
I mean, nail cam.
Zoom
Super
in.
cute. They look good.
Yes, they do. This is about to be my
The new wave.
a new fucking wave. You don't even, ladies, know it took 10 minutes. Not no nail salon. Stop playing with me.
Dead ass. So, how have you been since season
Girl.
4? We have so much going on.
I feel like let's just get into catching up.
Okay.
It has been so fucking crazy. Okay. There has been nonstop work, nonstop life, nonstop momming, nonstop everything. I
Nonstop
feel
nothing.
like I need a vacation.
I came back from vacation, needed a vacation.
Isn't that the worst fucking feeling too?
Life, work has been so hard. Life has been lifing. Everything has been so hard. Setting this up, guys, welcome to our new set. We'll probably be changing sets from time to time. We'll explain that later. Finally revealing our sign after so long. We've had this sign for a while now, and it's been a long road with this sign.
We have waited for the right moment this whole time to introduce this sign until we were absolutely ready. We hope you guys love it as much as we do. It really speaks volumes to our brand.
It does. This is our logo, and we are so proud of it. It's so cute. I'm obsessed with it.
I'm obsessed.
But
It
yes,
looks so
life has
good.
been crazy. But you're almost done with school.
Yep. I have my final this coming Thursday, so
You got that.
I got it. I feel like this whole semester I was getting A's, and it's like, oh my God, I cannot believe that. It's just so enriching, with everything going on. And we've been planning a lot of stuff behind the scenes to get season 5 up and running. We've been planning. We have merch coming out soon, so get ready for that. You're about to see
so much stuff, guys. Subscribe to our Patreon page because we have so much stuff coming to Patreon. So much. What else are we expecting for season 5? A lot of collabs.
There's going to be a lot of collabs. There's going to be a lot of, hopefully, brand collaborations. We're looking to really work with clothing companies, makeup companies, really startup companies.
Yeah.
We want to put you guys on. We want to use our platform, our voice. We want to actually also incorporate a lot of our Rhode Island locals.
Yes.
And put on our Rhode Island brands because that's where we're from. And even though we're from Providence, I feel like we're right on the border of Massachusetts, right? So we also have that Massachusetts accent, but we want to show you guys the real authentic Rhode Island, Massachusetts shit.
Not like Michaela. I love you, Michaela. You know I love you, girl. But I got to say it. I got to.
Every time I'm like, this isn't real life. But anyways, but we're really going to show you guys what's really going on here in Rhode Island.
We're so excited. So, any new updates? Anything that you need to tell us? Any story times?
Well, guys, I have a couple of fire story times coming. You guys have to tune into our Patreon.
Okay.
We're going to get into some story times about dating. What the F?
It's been wild,
you ladies are not going to believe the shit that has been happening. Is this real life? Again, what is going on? Have you had any Karen moments outside with people where you're just what is wrong with people?
I have not had any Karen moments in a while. Actually, what am I talking about? Just this Friday, I got into it with a coworker, but I'm not sure that I can be expressing myself here
on that platform.
It's just so crazy how you know what? I don't give a damn. It's just so crazy how people can use their disability to their advantage. And then it's just a lot. I can't say too much details, but it's just so frustrating. And it's you get painted as a bully because you stand up for yourself. But it's crazy. But yeah, I have been dealing with a lot of that type of
Isn't it
shit.
crazy? It is so crazy. I feel like lately has been nonstop life. You know how we say life is lifing? I feel like from the moment that I wake up until the moment I go to bed, I do not stop. Have you been feeling like that lately?
So much lately. I feel like I'm tired before I even wake up.
you wake up and you're like, oh man, it's about to be a day. And now again, it's like so enriching that we're like productive and we have work and we have a successful podcast and we have a successful life outside of this, friendships, relationships, right? But it's like, oh my God, I'm so tired maintaining everything. Like, how do we do it all?
It's so tired. I mean, guys, just this setup. Again, you know, we always talk about the setup. If you guys know anybody that knows how to deal with lighting, please send them our way. Like, the setup, Sarah got here around 9, and we just started filming at 11. It's crazy. Like, it's so hard. And then it's like we don't have a studio, so we can just turn everything on and go. And it's always new. Something like we might film in this room and it's daytime, and that's gonna completely change everything.
I know.
So it's just it's so tough. I can't wait till the day that we just have our own space, studio space outside of Sarah's house, outside of my house, that is just comfortable. It's hard.
Coming. It's coming, and it's coming soon. We just want you guys to know how dedicated and how much we work to produce like good content for you guys. Yeah. Not only just like give you guys good podcast episodes, but to show you quality images and videos and everything in between. Like, we take this very seriously, and you guys already know that. So,
and shout out to Tara, because she has been helping us and hooking us up and just giving us little gems and just putting us where we need to be.
Amen.
So shout out to her.
Everyone go like and follow her page. She's amazing. So if you know
I'm gonna at her.
Yes,
in the
100%. And yeah, so everybody go check her out especially if you're trying to make some extra money, because she's gonna teach you how to do it
for sure. And so today we are going to get into the topic.
Oh shit! What are we talking about today? These are like blind reactions. So let's get into it.
So today, the topic that I'm choosing is going to be: women need to always prepare to be single. I'm sorry. Let me say that again. Women need to always prepare to be single, like a single parent, basically. Like, I feel like, unfortunately, and I hate that I have to like give disclaimers. It's so annoying.
Always, I know. And if we don't, it gets misconstrued and goes down the rabbit hole. Right. And people start just going crazy. I'm
not saying that it's mostly mothers. I know this happens to fathers too, but we're talking about more like, I see it more. If 10 moms are good, one mom is bad out of the bunch.
Agree.
You know what I'm saying?
Agree.
So I see it more commonly in women, but I feel like women, when you decide to have a baby, you gotta really decide, hey, can I do this alone? Because men just switch up. You know how much friends have told me everything changes when you have a baby?
It's true.
Has anybody told you, yo, before you have a baby, think about it, because everything changes once you have a baby?
I feel like I have heard that, but not in the time where I was like trying to have a baby, like during my marriage.
Okay.
So like I had heard it before, while like single and dating, like really know who you're having a baby with. Like I always heard that a lot, but it didn't really register why people would say that. Cause it was like, you know, people think love, you're having a love baby, or, you know, obviously accidents happen, or you may have a one night stand. Like you hear those kinds of situations all the time.
It's crazy that you say that. Kind of sparked a light bulb in my head when you said, like, be careful who you have a baby with. How about like parents? Like, I've seen men that like are the greatest. I'm talking about the greatest husband, the greatest father, and something switches sometimes with men, and all of a sudden now you're single again with kids.
I think the problem that happens is that men are used, especially when it's your first child, men are used to being the center of attention in a woman's life, right? Because when we enter a relationship, and you know, like God has made it so like the women are supposed to hold themselves at a high standard, right, for men, and we're supposed to almost cater to them and help them, right? Like that's what we hear. And then children come in, and now they have to step down. Now, a lot of people say like, oh, you're supposed to put your relationship first, but when your child is that young, there's no way to put your relationship first. It's literally, you're basically in flight or fight mode, right? You're both learning how to be parents. One may have to go to work because not everybody has the luxury to stay home. Right? So it's like, then it's most likely the mom who's going to be home because she's the one postpartum. She's the one who has the 3 months, most likely in every state they offer that. But I think that happens because they're used to one lifestyle, and then your new blessing comes into the picture, and some men have a hard time adjusting, and it takes them a while to see like the picture. also a lot of stress happens. You're not able to have sex for 90 days. Your body's healing. And even then after the 90 days, right? Like it takes almost a freaking year to truly heal your body as a woman after having a baby. But all of those things take place, right? Women aren't as confident. They're not feeling themselves in their bodies. So then they're trying to be the person that they once were, but they're not them anymore.
Right.
So it causes a lot of friction, and it's hard for men to now change how they love.
And also their bodies change. You don't look the same no more. You don't got that tiny little waist no more. So like they get turned off. They get to get turned off, but we don't get to get turned off, which is crazy because nothing happens to their body unless they're eating with you when you're pregnant.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because I've seen plenty of guys gain weight when their wife is pregnant, but I just can't stress it enough to you ladies. Please. Is someone knocking? Oh, I'm sorry. I can't stress it enough to you ladies. Please make sure that you are able to raise your child on your own before you decide to have a baby. Because at the end of the day, we're the ones that get the responsibilities like thrown at us.
So I would say maybe not, no, but mentally prepare yourself to be ready to raise a child by yourself at all times.
Yeah.
Because this man could be perfect during your pregnancy,
That's
everything,
what I'm saying.
and then all of a sudden, it's
Switch
like
up.
because you're in postpartum, right? It's not talked about enough. People go through postpartum rage. People go through postpartum depression. People go through postpartum where it's like they're having a hard time connecting with their baby. Mm-hmm. Women do crazy things when they're postpartum, things that they wouldn't do, or moments where it's like they're overstimulated. They've been touched all day. They've been. Ugh. If you're breastfeeding, you know what I mean? Like your body is now succumbed to providing for a child. And not that it's a bad thing, it's a beautiful thing, but it's so much going on. Again, like you said, your body's changed. You don't look the same. Then you're catering your hormones.
I actually want to ask the men that. Why is it that men switch up when a woman has a baby? What is it about that situation that turns you off so bad that you go ahead and cheat, or you treat them like crap, or you don't want to be with them no more, or it's not fun anymore, or like what is it? Like I really truly want to know.
Yeah, I want to know too, and I want to hear what the ladies think it is. Like what would you say your first thought is when you think of that? Like why would men do that?
I think because it's not fun no more. Because
okay,
you can't like it's almost like as if even if let's say for example, I'm in my 30s and me and my boyfriend don't have kids.
Yep.
And I feel like we could pick up and go. We could just do whatever the hell we want. We just have our own stresses to worry about. We're not sharing a crazy responsibility like that.
Yep.
So it's just easy to just go. You know what I mean? I think it becomes really hard and it becomes boring and it becomes like the woman becomes very, I don't want to say naggy, but just in need of a lot.
Yeah.
And they can't handle that. You know what I'm saying? And they could just pick up and go. How is it so easy for them to just pick up and go? It's
honestly
crazy.
I ask myself that every single day.
What do you think it is?
Question.
Well, actually, I want to ask you the question. Why do you think that men leave women after kids or cheat on them or whatever?
I think, so you think it's like boredom. I think it's, I don't want to say a change of heart, but I feel like they don't see the person that they once saw. So
elaborate.
So they may have seen the fun, going out, doing whatever. Like you used to have qualities and like a quality time thing that you always might have done together. And then you come and have a child and then that changes the dynamic. That dynamic's not there. You can't do that same thing that you once did. So the things where you used to bond, it's like it's not there anymore. Maybe the mom's tired. Maybe the dad's getting home from work. He doesn't have time. He can't contribute too much with helping the child, like raising the child at that moment of time because they're little. Like you just don't know. I feel like men need stability and structure. Mm-hmm. And when the stability and structure doesn't apply to them, it leads to the boredom, and that's why they step out or they don't see what they once saw in their partner.
And it's crazy because like this human being is half yours.
And I feel like this needs to be said too. There are men, when women have children, they see them even more beautiful than before they had the baby. When I believe true love is there, I do believe that there is no love. I think that happens.
Yeah. But just like us, when we see our men with the kids like interacting or like being like it's
a good dad, it's a wholesome, loving feeling. Whereas there are some dads when it's not a love, like a fully invested relationship, you're not in love with them, and it sort of just happened. it's easy for them to walk away. It's easy because if you love this person, how could you leave?
Right.
How could you leave?
Do you watch Love and Hip Hop?
Yeah.
So you know Scrappy, Bambi, Erica.
Yes.
So the fact that like Scrappy left Erica, or they left each other, they broke up. They have a baby.
Yep.
She's not a baby. She's a grown-ass woman now, 18, I think.
Right.
And then he married Bambi, gave her 2 or 3 kids. I'm not sure how much kids it is. Now he left Bambi.
And is back with...
Erica. How do you feel about that?
I think that's mind-boggling. I think it's...
That's why you ladies got to be careful. Because look at Bambi now with 3 little kids. Like, chill.
Preparing herself to be a single mom. But then the thing is that some women in situations like that are open to receive relationships immediately after. And I feel like Bambi has moved on or is willing to move on with somebody and have someone step in for that stepdaddy role. But then there's other women where it's like they don't allow people to come in and fill a void that they didn't create.
But what about Erica? What about her stance?
Erica is wild, bro.
I mean, first of all, I love Erica.
I do too. But they must really freaking love each other for her to come back into that situation.
Absolutely.
Knowing that he left her for her, Bambi, to get back and be with her again.
With 3 kids.
And mind you, she had twins too.
Oh, yeah, she had, but that did not work.
So now it's the Brady Bunch, okay? But this is the kicker here. I would think every time that I look at Scrap, when's the next time you're going to leave? When's the next time you're going to find somebody where you think the grass is greener and you're going to be out?
You know, that's kind of like I kind of have that PTSD.
Me too.
And I didn't know I had it, where like now, if anything happens like within a relationship with me and a partner or something, and they get mad, I have the PTSD like, oh, they're going to leave.
100%. That
and
shit is
I've
scary.
never had that.
It's
like,
abandonment issues.
It's an yeah, like that shit is real.
I have that 150% from what happened in my last relationship, how it ended and what happened. 100%. Like any instance where I feel like this person is
right.
I think I'm just gonna leave before they leave me. Like
right, or it almost makes you not indulge yourself in a relationship so fully. Deeply because you feel like they could just change their mind. Anything can change their mind, especially a baby.
Yes, 100%.
Because if you left over this, imagine over that, over a child.
How could you go back to that?
Crazy.
How? Like I really don't know how. And I really want to just like hone in back to the topic is like, I feel like ladies really need to be more conscientious of who they're having children, when they're having children, and not just looking at children as like an accessory, as like a toy. Because what happens is these young kids are having children. They're not taking care of their children. And I'm not saying every young parent is like this, but I have seen circumstances where people have had children and they do not take care of their children. Ugh. And it's sad. It's unfortunate. You know, the children are still loved and cared for, but they're not playing the right role. You know what I mean? Like, you should be doing better. And if you weren't ready for this, why did you put yourself in this situation?
Exactly. That's the part right there. But I really, really, really I can't stress it enough. Like, if you're thinking of having a kid, I don't care how much of a Prince Charming husband you have, girl, be prepared to, and not only that, it doesn't even have to be with them changing their mind. You got to be prepared anyway, because you don't know what can happen to someone.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
it's true.
You cannot be so used to someone where you don't know what could happen. And I've seen it so much times again with a lot of my friends that go through this. Like the guy's perfect. They get filled up with mad kids, not 1, 2, 3 freaking kids, 4 kids. You know what I mean? And then have to do it all on their own. Like, it's bizarre.
Yeah. Do you know what I want to talk about before we even like go into like wrapping up with this episode? Why do you think there's a stereotypical stigma when women have multiple children by different men, but that a man can have multiple baby mamas and it have multiple children with other women and it not be frowned upon? Like, they're just looked at like, oh, he was doing his job. He's meant to procreate. He's meant to have children. He's meant to reproduce. Mm-hmm. But then if a woman has more than one
baby daddy,
then it's frowned upon. Oh, that's drama. She's too much. Da 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 da. Like,
it's because of the same thing that it always has been. If a woman does it, she's a whore, and if a man does it, let's glorify him. Let's give him a pat on the back.
And it's like, when are we going to do that? And it brings me to the red pill or whatever that table talk is, where they're constantly bashing women for basically, I don't know, embracing their body or making their own choices.
Yeah.
And everybody has their own choice, but they basically frown upon women who do OnlyFans, who strip, who use men for money, blah, blah, blah. Mm-hmm. But all of this comes back to, like, you guys are trying to put it on the women. I just really want to focus the point on, you have trained women to be like this. Right. Men have given women money to just stand beside them and be there and keep them company. Men have subscribed to OnlyFans and pay and tip these women to get up there and show their ass, their feet, their tits, or maybe just their body, who knows. Men have gone to strip clubs and paid millions of dollars to women because they wanted to see some ass in a thong shaking on a stage. Mm-hmm. So when you're talking about women and how we're not traditional and we're not this, you men have shown us. You're
enabling it.
Right. You have showed us that you don't want traditional.
And not only that, but it's because of men that women is savage today. They're tired. We're tired. We're tired of all the BS. We really are. You know what I'm saying? Like,
women are tired of taking care of men like they're children. Women are tired of
getting played.
Women are tired of dealing with men who do not know how to communicate. Women are tired of dealing with men who act like children. Like, I cannot, like, if you don't know how to clean up after, like, I don't understand. Like, women are just tired. We want the same thing that you expect out of us as women, out of you men. So let's just really start to bring that back and think about that.
It's just so annoying. Like, and then people be like, yeah, but women are worse today than men are. I believe it. I believe women are worse, but what do you expect? So much constant years of being played and so much years of the BS and putting women down and a whole bunch. What do you think is going to be born after that?
Right.
You think that when I have a daughter, I'm going to tell my daughter that Cinderella and the Prince Charming, that doesn't exist. My daughter's not going to know. You probably ain't even going to watch that.
That's
to be
not
honest,
real life.
Because I'm going to tell you what's up with men.
It's not real life. Cinderella, Beauty and the Beast, all of that stuff is not real life. It's a fairy tale that we were sold as kids, which led us to believe men were Prince Charmings. They were perfect.
They were gonna treat us like right.
They would never break our hearts. They would never mistreat us. They would never cheat on us. They would never have a baby on us with another woman while in a relationship.
They would never walk out on you for no reason. They would never waste your time. They would never. That's not what we're sold as little girls. You know what I'm saying? But now the little girls that are growing up today are becoming savages because now they see, for example, they see their mom getting played by their dad. And what do you think is going to happen with that little girl?
She's not going to take anything from men. She's going to have trust issues, and she's going to have most likely daddy issues.
And that's what I said when I was growing up. Like, my mom had multiple jobs. My dad had a job too. You know what I'm saying? And everything was 50-50, and she did way more. Like, the bills were supposedly 50-50, and she did way more. She had to take care of us. She had to bathe us. She had to cook for us. She had to do all this while my dad just chilled on the couch.
Which is crazy. That's literally
crazy. And
she
still had to work, because that's the thing. She still had to work and pay the bills. So, you know what I'm saying? And that made me get filled up with anger and say, yo, this will never happen to me. And that's that.
And that's why the 50-50 conversation is something that just like drives my nerves, because it's never 50-50 for a woman. It is never 50-50. Never. I recently saw a clip of a woman who made more than a man. I don't know if you've seen it.
No.
And the man was here telling her, mind you, she pays like 95% of the bills. He only contributes less than $300.
Because she makes more?
She makes more money, and he's not in a position. And he tells her, looks her in her face and says, well, I want to bring another woman into this relationship because I'm tired of having ramen noodles, and you don't cook for me, and you're not doing your job as a woman because you think you make more money. You think it's above you. This is what the man who only contributes $300 to a household where she's taking care of her, I think they have 3 kids, and him, and he's saying, I want to bring another woman in because you're not cooking. Mind you, there was food in the fridge, but he didn't want that food.
The bad person in that relationship is her, because I'll be damned.
But the point is, like, men really, like, listen to that mentality, bro. You're only, the man, as a man, you're okay with only contributing $300 because your woman makes more. You're not trying to get a better job. You're not trying to do better. You're not trying to enrich her. And then you want her to come home, cook, clean, and pop pussy on a Tuesday,
That's
bro. That's crazy. That is crazy.
That is literally buffoonery. Like, that is just, are you dumb? Like, are you dumb?
You want to know who you're going to bring into this relationship?
Another man.
That's
actually.
what I'm saying. A real man. And
exactly.
You're going to be gone.
You could kick yourself in the ass while you're at it. That's crazy.
And you can leave this relationship and go be with that girl who's willing to cook for you, who's okay with your $300. $300 isn't even buying groceries right now, bro. Like, that's crazy. I'm so sorry, guys. I'm rubbing. I had some sort of sticky stuff on me, guys. I don't know if it was gum. So if you see me rubbing my arm, that's what was going on. But yeah,
crazy. So yeah, I just feel like women, protect yourself. Be smart. I know you want babies, and shoot, me too. But if you're not prepared to have them by yourself, don't have them. Amen. If you have a man that's gonna actually help you, amen. But you gotta prepare for that shit to not happen. So that's just what I have to say.
Amen. Be prepared for the worst, expect the best, but know that if something happens, you're going to be the fucking one holding it down, because that's really what it be.
No matter what, even when you have a good man, I feel like that's
just what it is. Welcome to motherhood. Till the next time.
Bye, guys.
Bye.